It's the continuation of the Honkai. It's a chronicle about Otto Apocalypse. Okay, it comes after the thing that we watched. Let's start. Watch this from the beginning. It's a chronicle about the so-called villain. Okay.
Start the video already.
Wait, I'm trying to increase the volume. Okay, there you go. Oh, full screen. Forgot.
Hornios.
Life
Hoyoverse. Okay.
shadow,
Yeah.
a clumsy actor gesturing on the stage, who only appears briefly.
I don't care what
and
he's
sets
saying. I'm
off
just
in
watching the
silence.
subtitles.
Okay, started.
Otto Apocalypse, the most pathetic fool alive.
Yeah, the most.
He is
Under
the
me.
revered Schicksal overseer. He is a corrupt, bigoted clown.
Under
Over
me, okay.
centuries, He once sacrificed lives beyond count for his selfish desires.
Selfish. Okay.
Through a decadent reign with people's support. He
Under
treated
me.
humans as pawns.
Just bro, stop saying the same thing. It's cringe.
But treasured Valkyries at the front line and prayed for their triumphant return.
Interesting.
Commitment and betrayal. Friend and foe.
Truth and lies.
No one has ever seen through him. But to Otto himself, his actions only served one purpose. It all began in an afternoon 500 years ago.
500 years ago.
Our childhood memories
Though Otto was
making
born
is
in the
a
tree
random
houses,
plane out
he
of
was
paper,
frail and
guys.
sickly. He could only craft whimsical inventions.
It's an invention,
Which
okay?
deprived him of
Oh
inheritance.
man, I wish I could invent
His
something
older
really
brothers
big.
detested his
Oh my
effort
God.
at self-destruction, but no one noticed his inner needs and desires.
Papa
It
too,
was
just
then
like me.
that a white-haired, blue-eyed girl brightened Otto's cold and dull heart like a
Oh,
ray
he
of
lucky.
sunshine. She
Just
praised
stop.
Otto's work sincerely,
Okay.
expected great inventions from him, and invited him to save the world with her.
Save the world,
For the first time in his life, young Otto felt recognized.
Yeah, saved the
He
world
could be
and it took
respected,
you 5
or
million
could be
years.
needed. Since that faraway afternoon,
Far away.
everything he
Okay.
did has gained meaning because of her validation.
Makes sense, okay?
So he sacrificed
twisted
millions
fate
of people
would not
just for
spare
one
them.
girl.
But the
Wow.
twisted
Rampant
way.
plague,
What is
Finish
this?
this.
crusade tore the
What
prosperity
is
they
simp,
lived in
actually?
apart.
That's what you think, but it's
Power and
not.
force were the
Black
perfect
and
seed,
black.
turning a shaky faith into the breeding ground for degeneracy. In
Bleeding?
the turmoil,
Hey
the
yo.
lives of the two reached a turning point. Fearing abandonment, Otto chose to disregard ethics and performed experiments on dying
Thinking
patients.
cool dude.
Oh,
He sought
No.
vengeance at all costs.
Hey yo, what you doing?
Callan, who could not condone his crime, became a raven at night to spread hope and enact the justice
Okay.
in her heart. But lies were lies.
Oh my god, you're getting all of them.
After many operations, Callan discovered
yo,
the
what you
secrets
do
of
to
the
her?
human experiments, and Otto exposed himself at the last minute. Before the infinite greed of Schicksal, individual will was nothing. Callan was imprisoned.
okay.
Cold bars separated the two that were once childhood friends, yet their minds had already drifted further apart. To Callan, the dignity of life was what she had sworn to defend. To Otto,
Interesting.
morality and ethics were only prices to be paid. A loud slap and conflict of beliefs sent
Hey
them
yo,
on
you got slapped
completely
by a
different
waifu.
paths. Otto knew that in no way could he stop Callan. He accepted it and helped her escape in silence.
Escaped.
Dude lost his
After
dude
everything
lost
was
all
settled,
of his friends.
Otto was given the key to the library.
Okay.
Although Void Archives used the index permission as a bait in an attempt to possess Otto, Otto did not fall for it.
Nah, you're not possessing me, he said.
Pieces of knowledge, and thus a game
What
that would
a be
last
like?
centuries began.
Auto
In
shotgun.
the days that followed,
Oh, okay.
Otto searched for Callan while continuing his research and experiments.
Uh-huh.
Callan was in danger in Yai village. He immediately had Oath of Judah delivered, but not the response
What of
letter that spoke
Judah?
his loving heart.
That's the artifact from the first video that we
Callan
watched.
sealed the Hersher of corruption in the black box with Oath of Judah, but was severely
Yes.
wounded. She was taken back to Europe by Schicksal for a trial. Callan was faithful and refused to sacrifice for family feuds, and thus was sentenced to hanging. Otto tried everything he
lady.
could, but it was futile
She
before
just
the
got
church's
betrayed by her
will.
only friend.
On the day of execution, the desperate
Otto
Otto
shotgun.
released Honkai Beast on the execution ground. He
Honkai
planned
Beast.
to take Callan amid the chaos, but he underestimated Callan's resolve.
Yeah.
In the end, Callan lost her life when protecting the people.
Yeah, you remember that?
The
Okay.
love of his life painted Otto's world gray again. Resentful, he chased after Callan's shadow. He tried to give this sad story a happy ending as she would have wanted. He sounded the horn of revolution with his wisdom and cleansed the remaining evil with his hands. People sang his accomplishments and soldiers admired his resourcefulness.
Okay.
As cheers of victory echoed through the silent church, Otto could not help but ask himself if this was enough. In the centuries that followed, the hole inside Otto was still agape. The only
Yeah, it's a
way
big
to
gap.
fill it
Okay.
was to revive the love of his life and the holy maid of the people, Callan Kaslana.
Yana Kaslana.
In
No,
1396,
wrong. Okay.
Otto had no choice
What,
but
what?
to travel to Shenzhou in
Sanjo.
search of the legendary Master Phoenix for a chance.
You know
to
Phoenix,
defeat
right? Yeah.
Callan. He met the fledgling swordswoman Li Sushan
Liu
and
Xingshang.
found the reborn Fu Hua. But to his surprise, even an immortal celestial had regrets and could not bring back departed souls. In the end, Otto and Fu Hua made a pact.
You remember
Schicksal would
that?
protect Shenzhou in the powerless Fu Hua's place, and Fu Hua would serve Schicksal as a Valkyrie.
Oh, she's Fuha.
No, you saw the video?
1952, the first Honkai eruption broke out.
Yes.
Schicksal
No, what? No.
captured the
Why did I say yes?
and performed 3 years worth of serial
Wow.
experiments.
Oh, that's sad.
What
which
the-
yielded nothing. Otto even approached
Yes,
him in person
Honkai
to
Royce.
persuade him into
Hey,
succeeding
yo, why
to
you
the
naked?
Schicksal oversight. But
No, he's not.
to eliminate risks,
Hey, yo,
Otto
why you
decided
fighting
to
naked? Oh,
wipe
no.
out the North American branch that was about to discover Schicksal's ugly truth.
Yeah.
He launched Honkai fission missiles.
Destroy New York.
where tens of millions live.
How can you destroy You know what I would do?
New
I would
York.
just take... No, no.
No, he's
I
destroying
would
New
take-
York. Okay.
Of their lives.
No, no. I would take every human in the world and put them in a spaceship by telling Elon
This
Musk,
failure taught
now just
Otto to
drop
take
nukes
hold of
Bro, just
everywhere
watch
on
this,
Earth.
okay?
create Honkai, which led to
Why
the
did he say that?
and the artificial stigma
And
project.
then
Okay,
we'll
clone project,
create
let's see.
Mars, our new planet.
1972, Otto began running forbidden clone experiments in the hope of reviving Callan.
Forbidden, sunshine.
Were not satisfactory.
Yeah.
After injecting the cells of
The
Honkai
forbidden
Beast
shush
Vishnu,
shush.
Peace.
the first
Okay.
living batch of Callan clones was born. Otto made them fight one another to death at the end of the survival test. Only the individual numbered A310 rejected this absurd order. Her kindness in valuing life and her courage to defy her maker shocked Otto. He took
Okay.
A310 into his family and named her Teresa Apocalypse. Meanwhile,
Oh.
Otto
Yeah.
established the Tower of Babylon laboratory to study artificial stigmata. Countless gifted
Sigma.
children were taken from their parents and subjected to inhumane experiments day and night.
Inhuman.
Insurmountable suffering and
Hey, yo, what
hatred
you
against
doing?
humanity nourished these Honkai vessels. At last, Siren, the second Hersher, was born.
Yeah, second Husher, yeah.
Otto mustered Valkyrie troops to subdue the Hersher, dived into her sentience with the help of Fu Hua, and received revelation from the will of Honkai. After many great sacrifices were made, Otto gave the order to launch Honkai fission missiles at Siberia.
Yeah, I
The
remember.
truth deep beneath the scorched snowfield.
Oh no.
Otto's resurrection project gradually took shape due to the guidance from above.
What happened?
For several years, Otto tried to create the most promising clone with Kiana Kaslana in
Now we know how she's here. Okay.
the second Hersher to possess upon return. He transplanted the core of the second Hersher to the test subject numbered K423. The longing for
God, he'll be
Cecilia
creating
gave her
all the
life.
waifus.
After being taken to Saint Freya by Himeko, the love she felt and the bond she made helped her learn to love this world and those around her. Watching Kiana move along the path he designed, Otto knew when she began to believe she would never be alone was when he could advance the plan. In
The L
illusory
plan,
tower of
okay.
Babylon, the girl's despair and longing for motherly love facilitated the Hersher persona's awakening. Fu Hua took her back to Schicksal. The experiment pod confined her once again. Facing the pod, Otto's eyes only showed a hunger for the Hersher of the Void's power. As Otto injected enormous Honkai energy into K423, Hersher of the Void returned.
Got the Hersher
Saved
back.
the dying Fu Hua and told her his plan. Looking into Fu Hua's furious eyes,
Uh-oh.
Otto paused.
You remember that shot right from the previous
and pulled the trigger.
something. They were like going through this.
According to his plan, Himeko burned up herself to tear through Siren's will. Kiana's sentience returned to the body of the Hersher. To obtain a Hersher of the Void who could command the power with human will, Otto trampled emotions and disregarded lives.
Yeah.
Otto believed that love and emotional bonds could evoke miracles, but he never respected nor honored them.
Oh, that's
So
sad. Okay.
far, Callan's revival was only missing a key.
Yeah, it's true. Like
A key.
he never
And
had,
then,
he never had love when he was a kid
Bro,
until
that's-
he met that.
Stop it.
So he never honored them
Okay.
because he never had it until he met, you know.
And found the key of infinity
yes.
that offered
Give it to
space
me.
travel in the River Thames, but it was incomplete. Durandal passed Pioneer Sue's test by chance and received information and experience as numerous as sand grains in the Ganges.
Uh-huh.
To complete Cosmic Juggernaut, Otto struck a deal with World Serpent's leader. He traded Void Archives for Cosmic Juggernaut's beacon. When the
Interesting.
Hersher's dominance and Hyperion were locked in battle,
You remember that, right? The dolls.
theater of domination and
Yeah, the
thousands
dolls.
Yeah.
of wars in secret. At last, the fully prepared Otto returned to the beginning,
Beginning.
where Schicksal's
What happened
blood
to
and
the
tears
past?
were buried. It would become the end of his long journey. On the other side of the stage, Valkyries had readied themselves as well. Teresa would succeed as the Schicksal overseer and lead the newborn Schicksal toward a bright future. Bronya would shoulder the weight of the Welt name, for the Hersher of Reason's path had stretched to her. Fu Hua concluded a feud that spanned centuries, so she could embrace yesterday as a human and open the door to tomorrow. Kiana broke free from the shackles of fate and created a trail of flames that would guide them forward with her friends.
Yeah.
Durandal broke through the barrier of Kaslana and earned a new heritage that only belonged to her. Valkyries were eager to settle accounts with Otto. Indeed, they
Why
won.
did he have the key?
Their crushing victory was a heavy blow to Otto. What
Okay.
they did not know was that their growth, their resolve, and even the joy of winning were also part of Otto's plan.
Okay.
His plan for
What?
in the past 500 years was but a bargaining chip to attain death and a new life. After being defeated by Valkyries, Otto broke free from Imaginary's control momentarily. He imbued the world's wedge with all the false god's power to create infinite possibilities for Callan. As Otto left his last
You know this.
message,
Yeah.
his sentience finally dissipated in the still time-space.
Now we know.
Different people, Otto perhaps means different things. But to Otto himself, all rights and wrongs are transient. He has attained eternal peace. His life as a fool is finally over.
You got fooled. Okay.
I got fooled now.
Looking up.
Chupapi? Are you there, Chupapi, in the space? Hey, yo.
What?
He be smiling.
That's the end of that.
End
So-
of Otto.
Yeah, so you know what he is now.
Yeah, he's the anti-villain.
Antagonist, okay?